And so many right here in Louisville had their eyes glued to the historic events all day long, including the city's former longtime Mayor Jerry Abramson. After serving as Kentucky's lieutenant governor under Steve Beshear, he went on to work in the White House for the Obama administration. Working right above the Oval Office, he knows Joe Biden well. The night team's Tyler Emery is joining us live now. And Tyler, this had to be emotional for Mayor Jerry. He loved working in the White House.
Doug, he definitely did, making this a celebratory day for him. He tells me he had tears in his eyes listening to President Joe Biden speak earlier today. And after working with him and knowing him personally, Abramson says this makes him excited yet again to be an American with nothing but hope for the future.
He's just looked in the camera and looked at the folks throughout the United States and said, give me a chance.
Behind him since the beginning of his campaign, five-term Louisville Mayor Jerry Abramson says there's few people better prepared to be president than Joe Biden.
So, in fact, he is the right person at the right time for this position.
Abramson served 2.5 years as Director of Intergovernmental Affairs during Obama's administration, also working closely with Biden, with his work on speeches leading him to ride with the then Vice President to an event in Texas.
Sure, Vice President says you want to go on Air Force 2, you take it. We're the two oldest people in the West Wing. We got to hang more together. So I always had a really good relationship with
Biden visited Abramson several times in Louisville, including once when he was a senator. Abramson recalls telling him he talks too much. Abramson says Biden is now a tremendous listener, and it's one of his best qualities as a leader.
He's a listener. He's an engager. He doesn't see the world black and white.
Abramson says President Biden will focus on issues top of mind for every American, but says the difficulty will be balancing all of the country's current challenges, like the pandemic.
Specifically, I know the pressure cooker called the West Wing of the White House, because I was there for 2.5 years. He really wants to hit the ground running. He's going to really have to pace himself.
Confident in his character, Abramson says he has nothing but hope for Biden's presidency.
And if he's successful, our country will be successful.
I also asked Abramson if he and Biden have spoken in the last several months. He told me he has been in contact with his team, and he's also advising the woman who Biden chose to fill his former position in the West Wing, Director of Intergovernmental Affairs. Live for the night team tonight, I'm Tyler Emery.